All right, what's going on, everybody? The weigh-in is in the books, and we have a fight, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow at 1 p.m. UK time, about 6 p.m. Excuse me, 1 p.m. our time, 6 p.m. UK time, so Eastern time. So I was talking about this weigh-in because a lot of people were talking and saying that this was a streamlined version of Anthony Joshua, but he came in at the weight I anticipated he would come in at. My guess was he'd weigh in between 240 and 243 ish. My actual pick was 242, so I was pretty close there. He weighed in at 240, just as he weighed in for the Kubrat Pulev fight. So it was the same exact weight that he weighed in for his last fight, and I think this 240 pounds is the perfect weight for him. 237 he weighed, which was the lightest in his career for the second Andrew Ruiz fight, and he moved a lot. But I have to say, even though this is not a beauty contest, but I do have to say, from a physical standpoint, just looking at Anthony Joshua, this is the best I think he's ever looked. He had full muscle bellies. He was ripped. He did not look dry. He looked perfect, right? Oleksandr Usyk weighed in at 221 pounds, which is 4 pounds more than he weighed in for the Chisora fight, and 6 pounds more than he weighed in for his first fight at heavyweight in his debut. So I think that the 240 is like I said, the ideal weight for Joshua. I think this is going to be the norm for Joshua moving forward. I think he's kind of found his sweet spot for the weight. I think he is able to maintain the power, and also this weight helps him with his stamina, I believe, as well, because he doesn't have to carry around the 8 to 10 pounds more. I mean, he's been as high as 254 and as low as 237. Like I said, I think this 240 is the sweet spot, and I think the more Usyk fights, I think we'll see him incrementally increase his weight. So looking at both guys, as I said, I think that Joshua is going to be a little bit more aggressive in this fight. I don't think he's going to be the stick and move type fighter in this fight. I think he's going to be a good counterpuncher. Number one, he's going to allow Usyk to come in. He's going to time him coming in, I should say. I don't think he's going to allow him to come in, but he's going to wait for him to come in because, as I said, Usyk is an in and out ambush style type fighter, pattern type fighter. And although Usyk does like to come forward, I don't think he goes deep enough into the pocket where it can give Joshua problems, because I think Joshua has problems with those guys who are grinders and who are very gritty on the inside. So, as I said, I just don't think Usyk is that grinder, rough and tumble, tough, rugged guy on the inside like Chisora was with him. But Anthony Joshua is a very dangerous guy in the mid-range with that left hook and left uppercut, and he does have a great right hand too, which seems to be a punch that Usyk is very susceptible to. I just don't think Usyk is this matrix type guy that everyone says he is, where he doesn't get hit. He's gotten hit plenty, in his first two heavyweight fights, and even against Tony Bellew in his last cruiserweight fight, Tony Bellew was landing that right hand with regularity, and I actually had him up before he got stopped with that left hand. The big question here is, will Usyk's power be enough to keep Anthony Joshua honest here? Will it stop him from coming forward? Will it stop him from flowing with his combinations once he gets established in the mid-range? The way I see this fight going, like I said, I think Joshua is going to wait for Usyk and time him, and I think he's going to throw a lot of lead right hands to set up that left hook in the mid-range area. And I also think that, he'll sneak in that 45-degree half hook, half uppercut in there. And I just think there's going to be one punch that lands in this fight that's going to turn the fight. There's going to be one big shot because Usyk will exchange. He does throw a lot of punches. I don't think he's going to be as defensive minded as some of these other fighters have been against Anthony Joshua. I don't think he's going to fight like Joseph Parker did and kind of go into survival mode and coast, in great stretches in that fight. I think Usyk is going to come to fight, come to win, but I just think he's going to get caught up in some of these mid-range exchanges, and I think Anthony Joshua is going to get the better of him when they do exchange. And I think he's going to be able to time him with that right hand when he's coming in, darting in with his ambush style offense, right? So like I said, I love the 240. 221, I think, is a good weight for Usyk too. I don't think he should get too much higher. I think I wouldn't want to see him higher than 225. I don't think that would help him. I think that would slow his feet down. So, like I said, I don't think that this is going to be a chess match, as everyone says. I think there's going to be exchanges. I think Usyk's going to have to realize that he's going to have to take some chances because he's fighting in the UK. So he's going to have to make something happen. I don't think you're going to see Usyk go into survival mode and be overly defensive in this fight and be negative in this fight. I think he realizes that he has to go in there and take this title from Anthony Joshua. And he has to try to hit him with a straight left or a big punch, right? That gets Anthony Joshua's respect. That's going to make Anthony Joshua think twice about, getting off with his offense. He's got to have to do something to slow Anthony Joshua's offense down. And I know the stamina is the big question for Anthony Joshua, particularly in the mid rounds. But, as I said, I think with experience, he's learned to pace himself. He's learned to pick and choose his spots better. And I think he fights at a more moderate pace. And I think when he gets guys hurt, he fought very patiently and was very poised in that Pulev fight. Some people thought that he was overly cautious in that fight, but he took his time and he waited for the right opening. And when he knew he could get Pulev out of there, that's when he actually went in for the kill. Now, like I said, I just have a hard time seeing Usyk go past the 8th round here. I'm picking Anthony Joshua with a 7th round stoppage. I just don't see this fight going the distance. I just don't think that Usyk is going to be as elusive as people are saying. And I just think he's going to get hit. And if Derek Chisora can hit him, then I know Anthony Joshua is going to be able to hit him too. Because Anthony Joshua has very, very quick hands and is a very fluid combination puncher. And he mixes the shots up very well. And he has great punch selection. I'm gonna go with the 7th round stoppage for Joshua, and I think the 240 pounds is a good sign, and I think it's an ideal weight for him. We'll see if the added 4 pounds for Usyk will help him at all. You would think that he would want to be a little bit lighter because he's going to have to move a lot in this fight. But again, he's only going to be able to move so much, and I think if he moves too much, he's going to wear down himself, and he may lose some steam in the later rounds himself or in the mid rounds himself if he's forced to be overly defensive and move too much. So it's not always a good thing to move too much. There's going to have to be a point in every fight where a fighter has to stand his ground and get his respect, and those are going to be the telling moments, in my opinion, that really tell us what Usyk is made of. Thank you so much, Dwayne. He says, I am Dwayne this time. He says, off topic, ringside reporter live. Good interview with WBC president. Thank you so much. And shout out to the Boxing Voice and shout out to Nestor Gibbs for allowing me to be on that interview. I really enjoyed it. And I thought it was a very productive interview with Mauricio Suleiman, WBC president. Well, that's all I got right now, guys. The weigh-in, I think, for me, reinforced my pick. It didn't make me change my mind at all. I think that Joshua is going to win this fight by knockout in the 7th round. If it goes past 8, I will be very, very shocked. Just as I'd be very, very shocked if Plant is able to enter the 8th round or 9th round against Canelo Alvarez. I just don't see Plant being able to go the distance against Alvarez. But I would love to be wrong. I mean, I would love for Plant and I would love for Usyk to perform better than I anticipate. I really would, because that means that I'll be watching an entertaining fight. And as you guys know, nobody loves an underdog more than the Beeb. I wouldn't hate an upset in either one of those fights I just mentioned. But you know what? I have to go with my head here, and I have to use my eyes to assess these styles. And I just think that Canelo's style is too much for Plant, and I think Joshua's style will be too much for Usyk. So let's get a poll in the chat real quick to see. Let's see who everyone is picking. So I'm going to put a poll in the chat right now. I'll get it set up. Who wins? Usyk or Joshua? I'm even going to put a draw there because I don't think. Then we're going to put Joshua KO. Joshua by decision. Usyk by KO. There's actually some people thinking that Usyk will get a TKO stoppage here, which is a little bizarre, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Let's see what everybody says. Usyk is a plus 240. Anthony Joshua is a minus 133. Is Usyk live here? Does he have a chance? I want to see what everybody says here in the chat. Okay. So far, we have 11 votes. 46% of you think Joshua will win by KO. 29% of you think that Joshua will win by decision. And surprisingly enough, no one is picking Usyk to win by decision, but there's 19% of you who pick him to win by KO. So that is crazy. But I've been wrong before, and I would not be unhappy to be wrong again. Like I said, I want this to be an entertaining fight. I really do. So I'm looking forward to this fight, and I'm just curious to see what you guys think of this matchup. Okay, so still nobody is picking Usyk to win by decision. Guys, we got 20 people watching right now. We only got 10 likes, so please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, let everybody know where they can find myself and Eric Lauder, 6 p.m. Eastern time every Sunday. Ringside Reporter podcast. Make sure you click the link in the description box to check out the Manscaped products. Go to manscaped.com and use the code Ringside Reporter, and you will get a 20% discount as well as free shipping for some wonderful products. I have a lot of great products that I use. I have the Weed Whacker here with a nice little case that they gave me. I have lots of things that I've purchased from them, whether it be apparel, boxers, and all that. So I would be very grateful if you guys click that link and purchase some items using the Ringside Reporter code. Okay. Thank you so much. And I'm thinking about doing a live cast for this fight tomorrow. We got 5% now for Usyk by decision. So this is crazy. So 26% think Usyk can win this fight, and 73% think Joshua will win this fight. So it's very, very interesting. Like I said, I'm actually thinking about doing a live cast for this fight tomorrow. If I get everything done, I have some things to do tomorrow. I hope I can get home on time and not in time. And I would love to do a live cast for this fight. Really would be very interested in doing that. So let me know, guys. Would you, if I can do another poll here? Well, I'll have to wait for this poll to be finished. But let me know in the chat if you guys want me to do a live cast for this fight. Tomorrow we can watch the fight together. We could score the fight together. And be interesting to see everyone's different perspectives on what we think we're actually seeing. Okay. All right. So I got 20 people watching. 20 people have voted. And 43% say Joshua by KO. 24% say Joshua by decision. 29 say Usyk by KO. 5% say Usyk by decision. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, I like the 240 for Joshua. I think that's a good weight. And I'm anticipating him putting on a phenomenal performance. And I just think that this style matchup suits him very well. And I think Usyk is going to have his work cut out for him tomorrow. All right, Beavers out. Talk to y'all soon. Stay safe. Like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the link in the description box. Check out the Manscaped products and purchase these great products using the code Ringside Reporter to get your 20% discount as well as your free shipping. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace out.